Dynamic governance is used in companies of all sizes all over the world and is transforming businesses to be decentralized, empowering, resilient, effective, efficient, and adaptive.
I've been in business for 30 years and I haven't run across a better way.
Some of my clients get awards for excellence and survive the current recession and all that kind of thing because they're able to think effectively together to really institutionalize continuous growth and improvement.
I don't care how much furniture you have or what fleet of planes you have or anything else. Your staff is your greatest asset, and if you're not listening to them, you're doing the business a huge disservice.
Creativity, communication, profitability.
The power of creativity is enormous, and we are ignoring creativity not in a technical way, but in a social way, always.
Dynamic governance is also referred to as DSG, Dynamic Self-Governance, and Sociocracy. Endenburg Electronics, an electrical engineering company with 165 employees, was the living laboratory where engineering principles helped develop dynamic governance.
We are working since 1970 with sociocracy. But one thing, sociocracy will never disappear at Endenburg Electronics. Never. Because it's the best system you can have. Also my clients, they are convinced that this is the method they want because we have better motivated people. They know that we want to listen to them and that they are not a number or something.
West Brabant Home Care in Roosendaal in the Netherlands has 2,000 employees and has been adopting DG for 5 years.
You will be much stronger. It's much more fun, and you don't get burnt out because you're not the only one who have a responsibility.
No more than one turnover in 2 years.
The long-term care industry has very high rate of turnover. Ours is pretty much non-existent. And of course that adds to the profitability of a business when you don't have to be training new people all the time. It also adds to the continuity of the care in this case.
Charlottesville Medical Research, CMR, in Charlottesville, Virginia, is a 14-employee organization that performs clinical studies.
It helped solve a problem for me, which was I didn't want to be the sole decision maker anymore. So maybe your boss is feeling like that and you just don't know it.
I'm in the clinical circle, and it does make for a better meeting, a more workable meeting. You get in, you say what you have to say, and you can go back and be at your desk and get your job done.
There's lots of really subtle things, different aspects that overall make for better leadership, more effective, more fun places to work.
How many meetings do you have right now? I promise you, your meetings will be declined with 30–50%. So, and if not, then we stop the process.
Most of the time, people are making decisions who themselves are immune from the consequence of the decision. And sociocracy is a system that eliminates that immunity and gives full empowerment to the people who are affected by the decisions to participate in making them.
Safety in a power-over relationship happens through essentially obedience to whoever the leader is. There's a clarity of who's the boss and that there's safety in doing what the boss wants. So it's focused on the boss and what that boss wants. As we flip over to power with, the focus shifts. It's no longer on the boss. It's very clearly focused on the mission and the shared purpose of the organization. So that rather than being motivated extrinsically by the boss, giving rewards and punishment about what to do, in the power with scenario, I'm motivated intrinsically by the very mission and shared purpose.
I felt a certain amount of self-worth. I felt a certain amount of like people were actually valuing my opinions.
You can come out of this with a deeper understanding of even yourself and being able to speak up and raise your concerns. And for some people that can be liberating because they're speaking up and saying these concerns for the first time in their lives. And I personally think I've grown as an individual, as a dad, as a husband, because of DSG.
This is an effective way to organize and run a company. And it's one way to do it with heart. So what better way to raise your efficiency, but also raise the humanness in a company?
That's the way our organizations were meant to be. They're meant to serve people. They're meant to extend us and extend our humanity, not to shrink it.
Once you start to incorporate it into your company, into your organization, you will see the power that GSG can provide.
This last General Circle meeting we had just this week, I was, usually I'm the only one putting forth agenda items, bringing things like that up. This last one, I only had one agenda item. I think there were 8 items on the agenda. I only contributed to 1. So the rest of the staff brought items that they wanted to discuss. And they were policy items. They weren't operational. So now they get it. I like coming to work. They like coming to work. We care about we care about each other in a way and things that matter. It's not just about the bottom line. It's about human individuals. And why else are we on this earth? I'm not here to make $1 for someone. I'm here to make a contribution.
That's what you need to be successful in the market.
So I'd say get DSG and read about sociocracy and just think about the changes that you can make in your own organization.
Just try it and see what happens. And don't be afraid, because you will get much more back than what you ever thought you would get back.
We need sociocracy to live together with other people in a better way. So it's a need for me, but it is also a need for everyone. Are we killing this earth? I don't know. Perhaps, perhaps not. But we can bring in our creativity and we can solve all kinds of problems. There's not a problem we cannot solve.